Hi there. Have you seen the 2010 Dreamworks animated film How to Train Your Dragon? Well then congratulations, you've already seen the 2025 Dreamworks live-action remake. And I'm not trying to be dismissive here, well, not too much, but it really is the same movie. The same punchlines, the same action scenes, the same banter, it's all here. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we get a bunch of videos over the next couple of weeks comparing the shots and showing how it really is just a recreation. Basically, nothing has changed from the original. There's one scene where they pay a little bit of lip service as to why these Vikings choose to live on Berk, and Hiccup does seem a little bit more gung-ho about fighting dragons in the opening minutes, but that's about it. And I have to imagine that casting went, give me this, but make him 10 years younger. It's still good, but good for all the reasons the original was good. Dragons are awesome. People flying around on the backs of dragons is awesome. Fighting a kaiju-sized dragon in the climax, yeah, that's awesome. Hiccup is a great character, Toothless is genuinely excellent in terms of character design, and Stoic the Vast remains one of Gerard Butler's best acting performances. I mean this with utmost sincerity. He is really good at playing this specific role. But since there's not much to talk about with this, and we're already here, I think it's time we evolve the conversation surrounding these live-action adaptation remakes. We already know why studios keep making these. We already know that they make a ton of money. And we already know who keeps going to these. Parents with kids, and people who were nostalgic for the original films because they were kids when those came out. And while Snow White was a disaster from a PR and critical standpoint earlier this year, between this and Lilo and Stitch, it's only a matter of time before we get another slate of announced movies coming out. They've already announced they're making a part 2. But talking about the two big live-action remakes from this year, I find myself in a weird place. Because make no mistake, this is better than this. Hands down, no question. But if we're going to keep getting these, and by every indication we are, I'd much rather studios be attempting something like this as opposed to this. Now let me explain. See, I tried to do a review of Lilo and Stitch back when it came out, but it mostly boiled down to, yeah, the emotional stuff that was still there from the original works, while everything they changed pretty much didn't. And that seems to be the consensus. The changes to Jumba completely didn't work. Not having Gantu made for a much weaker climax and came at the expense of one of the franchise's better characters, and it all felt like more of a cost-cutting measure than any sort of creative decision. And that ending with Nani, while admittedly more realistic, it is nice to see people in the community trying to help these two as opposed to making them fend for themselves. It doesn't read as well when you say it out loud. Yet if given the choice between a movie where you trace the lines of the original beat for beat and change virtually nothing, and a movie where you add in a few different elements to try and create something even slightly different, I actually prefer it if studios like Disney went with the latter. They haven't been good at it, especially in recent years, but at least when they change things, it gives us something new to discuss. I have nothing really to say about this. And the few times these things have succeeded critically, it's because they change certain things. They change the perspective, they expand the story, they bring something new to the table. But what do you guys think? If we're going to keep getting these, should studios at least attempt to shake things up? Or should these all start being more like How to Train Your Dragon and just be shot-for-shot remakes of their animated originals? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.